Hey guys, this is Primeval with a quick video on how to join the No Quitters Steam group. So, one way to go about doing this is by following the links on all of my multiplayer Let's Plays that I play with No Quitters. In the first video of each series, I'll always post a link to the No Quitters Steam group. So you might have to click the Show More option, and then here you'll have a link to the Steam group page for No Quitters. If you go and click on that, it'll load up the web-based version of that page in your browser, and you'll see that the group has over 1,600 members, and at this very moment, more than 100 of them are playing Civ. So, NQ, or No Quitters, is the most active multiplayer Steam group that I know of, and thus they are very good for finding games of the style that I enjoy to play. That's the 6-player free-for-all kind of game. The most important thing to note is that these games do take a long time, and if you want to play and respect the rules and not quit, which you'll have to do if you don't want to be kicked out of the group, then you'll have to set aside the proper amount of time. Now you might say, Primeval, most of your multiplayer games don't go for 7 hours, but actually most of them do, except for the ones where we concede early, but that doesn't always happen. The reason my videos end up being shorter than, say, 7 hours is that I'll pause the game or pause the recording while we're waiting for other people to finish their turns, or when we have a technical difficulty and have to go and reload. So in actuality, most of my games do go to at least 6 hours with 6 players. Anyways, there are a lot of other rules that you'll need to read and try to understand. If you don't understand them, go and ask people in chat, preferably before the game starts, and try to iron that out. Anyways, now, how to join the group itself. Here, you just click on the Enter Chat Room button, and your browser will say, oh, you need to launch an external application. In this case, that's Steam. And that'll bring up the Steam chat window. So here, this is the Steam chat window, and you would just type in and say, hi, I'd like to join the group, etc., blah, blah, blah. And then, so long as there's someone who's an officer in the group, that's someone who has this little yellow star, a group officer, they'll be able to add you to the group, and then from there you can start joining games anytime you want, and as long as you follow the rules, you're part of the group and can play your multiplayer games. Now, I know that the Steam interface is confusing for some people. I'll try to go and bring up Civ to show how that works. In the meantime, I'll show you how to get to the group later. So, here, on your friends list, you'll also have a list of the Steam groups that you belong to. If you want to get back to the No Quitters chat, you just go click this little down arrow and click Join Chat Group. While you're playing your games with No Quitters, you'll need to keep this chat window open so that people can discuss and rejoin games after they crash. To join a game, what you do is you just go and grab this drop-down window and click Join Game, but you should only do that after people invite you to the game. Otherwise, you could mess up a game in progress. For example, right now, Zara is saying that there are 3 slots left in a 6-player free-for-all, and if I wanted to join his game, or her game, I would just go here, drop-down menu, Join Game. Alright, so right now I'm inside the Civ game. I play in windowed mode, but if you play in full screen mode, then rather than using the actual windows, you would bring up the Steam overlay by pressing Shift-Tab, and that would bring up this menu here. And right now, since I had the No Quitters window open already, it's open here in the overlay. And if I wanted to go and rejoin the window, chat, say I'd closed it accidentally or somehow got kicked out, then I would just go to my friends list, click on groups, click on No Quitters, and go join chat group, like so. Alright, so I hope that's more than enough than you need to get started. This was fairly simple, but I know that the whole Steam group interface can be confusing if you've never used it before. So I hope that gave you enough to get started on your own. No Quitters is a great group. You might not agree with all the rules. I know that some of the rules aren't really my preference, but they are the most active Steam group and the best place to find free-for-all games where people aren't quitting for random reasons, and most importantly, when there's a technical problem, which unfortunately does happen fairly frequently in Civ 5 multiplayer, then the game will crash or the game will freeze, and you'll have to exit out, go rejoin the No Quitters chat, and the host will be there. If not already, he'll be there in a few minutes, and he'll say, I've reloaded the game from the autosave, everyone please rejoin. And if you belong to No Quitters, every time there's a crash, you have to go and rejoin. If there are a lot of crashes, then you guys can vote and say, I think there are too many technical problems with this game, we should scrap it and maybe play a new one. But anyways, this video has gone on a little longer than I intended, but hopefully it's useful to you guys. Primeval, signing off.